46% of Americans work for small businesses. Well, if those small businesses are owned by Jews, Italians, Irish, Asians, and Latinos, and they have no use for you, who do you work for? You have removed yourself from what 46% of the US population is doing. Reparations solves that. We're idle. We're idle because Latinos have no use for us. Asians have no use for us. And these populations are growing en masse. And they're opening businesses as they go. And they have no use for us. White Americans have some use for us. And their laws make it so that they have to at least placate to us to a certain degree so that we can enjoy some amount of employment. But African Americans find themselves mostly working in the public sector. And so when you have somebody like a Donald Trump, and fuck Donald Trump, but if you have somebody like that who wants to cut, those cuts not only reduce services given by the government, they also reduce jobs and employment. And who's mostly affected by that? We are. And so the U.S. government no longer has any use for us. And so where are you to work? You have to work the same way everybody else does. 46% of Americans work for small businesses. Well, if those small businesses are owned by Jews, Italians, Irish, Asians, and Latinos, and they have no use for you, who do you work for? You have removed yourself from what 46% of the U.S. population is doing. Reparations solves that. $800,000 in every single pocket allows you to
is
open
it 80?
businesses,
Hold on,
buy
is it
homes,
80 or
send your kids to
800,000?
school.
You said
It's
800,000?
800,000.
800,000.
Darty's number is 800,000. That's not my number. That's his number.
80,000.
I don't have a number.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have one.
I don't necessarily have a number because I haven't done the work that he's done. But his goal, if you listen to him, his goal is to eliminate the white-black wealth gap. And his analysis shows him that 800, I think it's actually 850,000, is the only way to eliminate the black-white wealth gap. You are not going to close that gap in any other way. And it's really a chasm. It's not even a gap at this point. If you look at some of the numbers that he spews, where you're talking about the median household income for a college-educated black is significantly less than the median income for a white who never finished high school. There's a reason for that. And the only thing you can conclude, if you are to look at these numbers, where blacks are at the bottom of everything, is one of two things. Either the black man is truly inferior to this magical white man, or there is a system in place and has been in place for a long, very long time that necessitates these outcomes. They create the outcomes because there's a system in place that cannot produce anything other than these outcomes. And you are powerless to resist. These are the only two conclusions you can draw. So either I'm inferior or I'm up against a system that I can't beat. Which do you believe? And therein lies the question. And so if your answer is you're inferior, so be it. If your answer is there's a system in place, what say you to defend and beat that system? Because I believe African Americans need a system, an apparatus, a something to defend itself against the things that will harm